So if we were going to talk about balancing chemical equations, a really good way to start off doing that will be to play this game. Now, this is going to show you, this is the game that's on your live stream, okay? And it will show you literally how many atoms you have. Now here is this. This is nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas make ammonia. All right? This is called the Haber process. This is how you're all eating food. That's a fact. Okay? The population of the world would probably be a sixth what it is today, I'm guessing, if it weren't for this chemical reaction that we do to artificially create fertilizer. Now, nitrogen and hydrogen make ammonia. Now, we don't have anything ready. So if we're trying to make this happen, let's start off with one molecule of nitrogen. Ready? And when I change this to a 1, you see there's a molecule of nitrogen. Okay? And, how many atoms of nitrogen are on that molecule? 2. So we've got nitrogen over here. If we only have one molecule of ammonia, then there's only one atom of nitrogen there. See that? Well, how many of those blue dots do we need here? We're going to need 2, so let's change this to a 2. Now, changing that to a 2 gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 the little white atoms that represent hydrogen. And if you look on this, 2 times 3 is 6, correct? So we're going to need 6 hydrogens over here. Every one of these molecules has 2 hydrogen on it. So now we have 2, 4, 6. See how it lit up? That means we're right. So you have the same number of nitrogen atoms here as you do here. And you have the same number of hydrogen atoms here as you do here. 1 molecule of nitrogen gas and 3 molecules of hydrogen are necessary to make 2 molecules of ammonia. Right? It's a little game. Let's try another one. Here's one I talked to you about. This is separating water into hydrogen and oxygen gas. We have nothing so far, so let's start out with a water molecule. If you look at this water molecule, there are 2 hydrogen atoms, and this orange one is an oxygen atom, right? So, let's get an oxygen atom over here. Well, boop, I can only get my oxygen atoms 2 at a time because the formula for oxygen gas is O2. It's deadly 7, right? So O2. So I'm going to need another orange dot over here. Bip. Now we have 2 oxygens and 2 oxygens. But how many hydrogens do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need to have 4 hydrogens there. There's boom, boom. Now it's all balanced out. 2 molecules of water break down into 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. 2, 2, 1. Let's try one more. This is the combustion of methane. Methane and oxygen produce carbon dioxide and water. All right? Boom, we got a molecule of methane. How many hydrogens are on there? 4. So let's try to put 4 hydrogens over here. The hydrogens are on the water molecule, so boop, boop. Now we have 4 atoms of hydrogen and 4 atoms of hydrogen. Okay? How many oxygens does that give us here? 2. That's not going to be enough, I'm pretty sure. Let's try to balance out these carbons. I've got 1 carbon here, right? So let's get a carbon here. Boom. Well, that carbon comes with 2 oxygens. So now over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 oxygens, right? If these little orange dots are oxygen, so how can I get 4 right here? That's right. They only come 2 at a time, so we go 1, 2. Well, we're done. We don't have to do anymore. It lit up. We have 1 molecule of methane and 2 molecules of oxygen. They have the exact same amount of atoms as 1 molecule of carbon dioxide and 2 molecules of water. Now here's the game. If you go back and you look at the game, that's the introduction. Click, that is the game. And there are 3 different levels of difficulty. Does that make sense? So why don't you guys at home and why don't you guys in here play level 1 for a couple of minutes, all right? Get warmed up on it.